Overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Vault-Tec University credentials. Attempt to play. You will be identified. Those are not considered valid.
Whoa. Why don't I step in for a bit? Look, Professor Bott. We might be the only living human beings connected to this university anymore. Shouldn't protocol side with us?
No, it does not. And for the record, there is one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your overseer has already passed the final exam.
You mean the vault?
My programming, the You will be given a scenario that you need to accomplish. Producing quality graduates is the very foundation of my purpose. A purpose. Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your chief of security will...
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. All is right there. Area secure. Warning. System failure imminent.
Turned down by a potential boss once again. If you told me when I first got here that I would be anything other than the overseer of a control vault, I wouldn't have believed you. Now that I'm here, I'm a little more realistic about things. The overseer at Vault 96, one of the hottest postings outside of 76, wouldn't even give me the time of day. The man sent me a form letter as a rejection For God's sakes. At this rate, I'm gonna end up shipped out to the West Coast to work as a janitor in 29 with a bunch of obnoxious rich teenagers or something. It's pretty clear to me that Vault-Tec is a hive of nepotism and ass-kissing. You can't get ahead unless you attend every lecture and write every paper. There's no respect for passion. And some of these kids, they just don't understand what Vault-Tec means. Meanwhile, I have to take my third run at senior thesis. Should be entertaining to get rejected by Dean Elliott yet again. Anyways, cash is tight, so I'm gonna take part in hopefully my last thesis project in the Sim Vault. This kid seems fine, and his experiment is about food, so I get to eat well, at least.
That hurt. Get over this. Damn, that was a big hit.
Hostile target identified.
We can take them.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. All clear.
Damn it! Yeah, that hurt.
Engagement with multiple hostiles in progress. Clear of the combat area. intruder. Identify yourself.
You the new overseer? There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads. Because of what happened next, Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye. I don't know, Overseer. There's no proof the head engineer did anything nefarious, but there's no proof he didn't do it either. It'll be up to you. I'll be here if you need me, Overseer.
Overseer, I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out. And I'm sorry. Oh, nasty business. But I'm not going to apologize for it. As doctors, we take an oath to do no harm. But sometimes, we... Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. There might be some protest, but I think...
working hard, Overseer.
Overseer, huh? We'll see. Don't care what security says. I want justice. No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do. I want him... Then we're done here. Yes, Overseer? Said it before. I want everyone to see him for the murderer he is. Loris put on a good show when he quarantined the reactor. A few selective edits to the security recordings. And now I can't just waltz into the security office. Just bring the holotape of the recording. I can make the edits myself. And thank you, Overseer. You are doing the right thing.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Stella, Dr. Loris's assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least the vault will be safe.
You have a question, Overseer? You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it. Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good. At once, Overseer! Everyone gather in the common area. We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your murderous backside in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering?
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud for getting to. Everyone learns we have to work together.
Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you. Yes, I suppose we had a back down in the vault.
It was almost good to see you again,
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you.
Thanks to this
Hopefully
university,
what you'll find in the
a
restricted
small
one will be even
portion of your considerable ignorance has been eradicated. I hope you are grateful.
Running will only make the pain last longer!
Here, this has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion power generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is... Even getting into the vault at all is gonna be a challenge. Let alone dealing with that buffet line of intrusion countermeasures. But the reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Just listen as closely as you can. What has gold always been used for in human? We could create our own currency. It won't happen overnight, but one day. Our mission is to rebuild this country, remember? We were an economic powerhouse once. We could be that again. And it could start right here, in Appalachia. We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. See that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Appalachia isn't just ours anymore. We need people whose talents aren't covered in the Vault Tech. Look, talk to them both. See if they can help us. We can plan more